Hi guys! May bagong lesson na naman tayo. That is grade 9 Math, Quarter 1, Module 3, Lesson 2. Rational algebraic equations transformable into quadratic equation. Okay, so naka-abbreviate lang siya kasi hindi na magkasya. So, QE stands for quadratic equation. Okay, continuation ito sa nakaraang lesson natin. That is Lesson 1. So, ngayon naman is nasa Lesson 2 tayo. Lesson 2 ng Module 3. First, i-define muna natin kung ano yung rational equation. Rational equation is an equation containing at least one fraction whose numerator and denominator are polynomials. Okay, kapag sinabi mong rational equation, meron siyang fraction kung saan ang kanyang numerator at denominator are polynomials. Kapag sinabing at least, ibig sabihin at least merong isa na fraction or dalawa or marami pa. As a common way in solving rational equations, ang pinaka-common na paraan is to reduce the fraction to a common denominator or hahanapin to find the common denominator of the fraction and then solve the equality of the numerators. Para lang tayong nagsosolve ng fractions. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na napaka-importante na alam natin yung basics natin sa elementary kasi pagdating natin sa high school, mas complicated po siya. Okay, examples ng rational equation. For example, itong x plus 6x is equal to negative 5. Okay, so ito yung ating fraction in the form of polynomial. And the number 2, 1 over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2 is equal to 1. And then 5 over 3n minus 8 is equal to n over n plus 2. X minus 7 over 2x squared minus 7 is equal to 1 over x. Okay, so ito yung mga equation na tinatawag nating rational equation. Ang gagawin natin dito is i-transform natin siya into quadratic equation pagkatapos hahanapin natin ang kanyang roots or ang kanyang solutions. First example, x plus 5 over x is equal to negative 6. Okay, so ang unang gagawin natin, of course, gaya ng nagsosolve tayo ng fraction sa elementary natin, hahanapin natin ang ating LCD or ang kanyang least common denominator. Okay, since x ang ating denominator dito, itong si x, meron siyang denominator na 1. Automatic yan siya. Merong denominator na 1. And then si negative 6, merong denominator na 1. So, kung meron siyang denominator na 1 at denominator na 1, tapos x dito, of course, ang ating LCD is si x. Kasi 1 times x is equal to x. So, ang LCD natin is x. Now, kapag alam na natin ang ating LCD, ang gagawin natin is i-multiply natin both sides ng equation sa ating LCD. Okay, so ang LCD natin is equal to x. So ang both sides of our equation, i-multiply natin sa ating LCD. So that is x plus 5 over x is equal to negative 6 multiplied by x. Okay, so sa pag-multiply natin, isa-isahin natin para hindi kayo malito. So si x muna at si x, i-multiply natin. So x times x is equal to x squared. And then si x multiplied by 5 over x. So pwede nating i-cancel si x dito and si x dito. So 5 na lang yung naiwan. So plus 5 is equal to negative 6 times x is equal to negative 6x. Okay, so meron na tayong equation. Gawin na natin siyang standard form. So, ang standard form natin sa ating equation is x squared. Si negative 6x, ilipat natin sa kabila. So, magiging positive 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so ito na yung standard form natin. Dahil naka-standard form na ang ating quadratic equation, okay, nakita nyo, from rational algebraic equation, naging quadratic equation. So, pwede na nating ma-identify ang value ng ating A, ang value ng ating B, at ang value ng ating C. So, si A is positive 1, si B is positive 6, and si C is positive 5. So, ngayon, hahanapin natin ang roots or ang solution sa ating quadratic equation by factoring. Okay, so factoring ang gagamitin natin. So, i-factor natin ang ating equation na x squared plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. So, i-factor natin siya. Remember, ang lesson natin about factoring, ang i-factor natin is ang quadratic term at ang constant term. So, si quadratic term, ang factor ni x squared is x times x. Kasi x times x is equal to x squared. And then, puro siya positive. So, therefore, puro positive ang sign natin dito. And then, ang factor ni 5. Hahanapin natin ang factor ni 5 na kapag i-add natin siya, ang result is 6. So, ano yung factor ni 5? 1 times 5. Okay, so ang factor natin dito is 5 and 1. Kasi 5 times 1 is equal to 5. Okay, so ngayon, ang sunod na gagawin natin kapag nag-factor tayo, i-equate natin into 0. So, x plus 5 is equal to 0. And then, x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, kukunin na natin ang value ni x. X, ilipat lang natin ang ating constant sa right side. So, si positive 5 is magiging negative 5. Okay, so ito na yung value ng ating x. And then sa kabila naman, x, ilipat natin si positive 1 sa kabila. So magiging negative 1. Okay, so ito na yung value ng ating x sub 2. So the solution of the equation Rx is equal to negative 5 or x is equal to negative 1. So these values of x makes our equation true. Ngayon, i-check natin siya kung tama ba ang value ng ating x. Sa pag-check natin always, ang gagamitin natin is ang ating original equation. So, ang original equation natin is ito. So, if x is equal to negative 5, ang original equation is x. So, ang value ni x is negative 5 plus 5 over x. Ang value ni x is negative 5 is equal to negative 6. So, negative 5 plus positive 5 divided by negative 5 is equal to negative 1 is equal to negative 6. So, negative and negative, of course, negative. 5 plus 1 is 6 is equal to negative 6. So, equal both sides. Ibig sabihin, tama si x is equal to negative 5. Now, punta naman tayo dito kay x is equal to negative 1. So, x, negative 1, plus 5 over negative 1, si x, is equal to negative 6. So, negative 1, positive 5 divided by negative 5 is equal to negative 5. Negative and negative, add, then copy the common sign. So, 5 and 1 is 6, is negative 6. So, equal. So, therefore, tama ang ating solutions na x is equal to negative 5 and x is equal to negative 1. Madali lang mag-solve ng rational algebraic equations, no? Madali lang siya i-transform into quadratic equation and then madali lang ding hanapin ang kanyang roots. Okay, so number 2 tayo. 6 over x plus x minus 3 over 4 is equal to 2. Okay, so ang first step natin is hahanapin natin ang ating LCD. So ano yung LCD natin dito? Okay, so meron tayong x at 4 and meron tayong 1 dito kay 2. So, ang gagawin natin, i-multiply natin itong dalawa. So, ang ating LCD is 4x. Okay, so ang LCD natin is 4x. Now, ang kasunod na gagawin is i-multiply natin both sides sa ating LCD. Okay, so i-multiply natin siya both sides. So, that is 4x, 6 over x, plus x minus 3 over 4 is equal to 2 multiplied by 4x. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina na i-multiply natin each term sa ating LCD. So 4x multiplied by 6 over x. So pwede nating i-cancel si x dito. Cancel x. So si 4 na lang yung naiwan at si 6. So 4 times 6 is equal to 24 plus 4x, i-multiply naman natin sa second term. So, 4x multiplied by x minus 3 over 4. So, pwede din nating i-cancel si 4 at si x na lang yung naiwan. So, x times x is equal to x squared. And then, positive x times negative 3 is equal to negative 3x. Is equal to 2 times 4x is 8x. Okay, so ngayon is gawin natin siyang standard form. Okay, unahin natin si x squared. Okay, tapos na si x squared. And then next is a linear term. So, minus 3x. And then si 8x, ilipat natin sa kabila. So, magiging negative 8x. Plus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, so i-evaluate lang natin siya, combine like terms. So x squared, negative and negative, add, copy the common sign. 3x plus 8x is equal to 11x plus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, so ito na yung standard form natin, quadratic equation in a standard form. Ngayon, hanapin na natin ang kanyang roots or ang kanyang solution sa pamamagitan ng pag-factor sa kanya. Okay? So, by factoring, hanapin natin ang kanyang roots. Again, ang i-factor natin, ang quadratic term at ang constant. So, ang quadratic term natin is x squared, ang constant is 24. So, si x squared, ang kanyang factor is x times x. Kasi x times x is equal to x squared. And then take note, titingnan natin ang second term or ang nasa gitna. Ang kanyang sign is negative. Okay, so negative ang ilalagay natin na sign dito. Kasi negative dito. And then, i-factor natin si 24. So, si 24, maghahanap tayo ng factor ni 24 na mag-result sa kanyang 11. Okay? Kapag i-add natin, ang result is 11. So, ang factors ni 24 are 24 times 1, 12 times 2, sa 3. Sa 3 is 8. Sa 4 is 6. Okay? Meron pa ba sa 5? Wala na. Okay, so ito yung factors ni 24. 1 times 24, 24. 2 times 12, 24. 3 times 8 is equal to 24. And 4 times 6 is equal to 24. Okay, so gawin nyo ang ganito para makita nyo kung saan ba ang mag-add sa kanila ng 11. Saan ba? Ito si 8 and 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. So, ilagay natin si 8 at 3 dito. 8 and 3. So, ibig sabihin, ang factor ni x squared is x times x at ang factor ni 24 is 8 times 3. Negative 8 times negative 3 is equal to positive 24. Okay? So, nakuha nyo kung paano mag-factor is equal to 0. Okay? So, meron na tayong factor. I-equate na natin siya into 0. So, that is x minus 8 is equal to 0. And then, x minus 3 is equal to 0. So, ilipat lang natin sa right side ang ating constant. So, x, negative 8, magiging positive 8. Ito na yung x sub 1 natin. X is equal to, si negative 3, magiging positive 3. So, x sub 2. Okay. So, ito na yung x sub 1 and x sub 2 natin. Meron na tayong values ng ating x. Okay? Meron na tayong solution sa ating quadratic equation. And that is 8 or positive 8 or positive 3. So, ngayon, i-check na natin kung tama ba yung solutions natin. So, ang original equation natin is ito. So, ito yung gagamitin natin sa pag-check. Ang value ng ating x is positive 8 and positive 3. So, if the value of x is equal to positive 8, so 6 over x, ang value ni x is positive 8, plus x is 8 minus 3 over 4 is equal to 2. I-reduce natin siya into lowest term. So, pwede silang ma-divide pareho sa 2. So, 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. And then, 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. So, ni-reduce natin siya into lowest term. Si 6, 8 is naging 3/4. Plus, 8 minus 3 is equal to 5 over 4 is equal to 2. So, magkapareho ang kanilang denominator, pwede natin silang i-add. So, ang ating denominator is 4 and then 3 plus 5 is 8 is equal to 2. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2 is equal to 2. Okay? So, equal both sides. So, therefore, tama ang solution natin na x is equal to 8. Dito naman tayo sa x is equal to 3. So, 6 over x na 3 ang kanyang value plus x 3 minus 3 over 4 is equal to 2. Okay? So, 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2 plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 0 over 4 is equal to 2. So, 2, 0 over 4 is equal to 0. So, 2 is equal to 2. Check. Okay? So, tama yung solution natin na x is equal to positive 3. Last example tayo, 4 over x minus 5 over x plus 3 is equal to 1. Again, hahanapin natin ang kanilang LCD or least common denominator. So, ang LCD nila, since meron tayong x dito and meron tayong x plus 3, so ang ating LCD is x multiplied by x plus 3. Okay? So, ito yung LCD natin. Meron na tayong LCD, so i-multiply natin both sides sa ating LCD. So, ang LCD natin is x plus 3. Tapos, ang ating equation, 4 over x minus 5, x plus 3 is equal to 1. Okay? So, x multiplied by x plus 3. Okay, so parang complicated siya tingnan guys, pero napakadali niya lang kasi i-multiply mo lang sila each term. And then, kung ano yung kapareho niya, i-cancel mo lang siya. Okay, so meron na tayo ditong x multiplied by x plus 3. So ngayon, magkapareho sila ni x dito. So ang gagawin natin is i-cancel natin itong x natin. So cancel si x dito. So, ang maiiwan is si x plus 3. So, x times 4 is equal to 4x. And then, 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So, plus 12. Punta tayo dito sa pangalawang term. So, negative siya. So, ang magkapareho naman dito sa pangalawang term is si x plus 3 at si x plus 3. So, pwede natin siyang i-cancel. So, ang naiwan is si x. So, x times negative 5 is equal to negative 5x. O, diba? Napakadali lang. Basta ang sabi ko lang sa inyo, na saan yung magkapareho, i-cancel nyo. Sa first term natin, si x yung magkapareho. So, kinancel natin si x. Si x plus 3 lang ang minultiply natin kay 4. That's why 4x plus 12. Sa second term naman, magkapareho si x plus 3 at si x plus 3. Kinancel natin siya kasi x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 is equal to 1. So, si x na lang ang naiwan. So, x times negative 5 is negative 5x. Dito naman tayo sa kabilang side. Okay, so 1 times x plus 3 is equal to, kasi kapag i-multiply mo silang dalawa sa 1, 1 pa rin yun. So, ang i-multiply natin si x at si x plus 3. So, x times x is equal to x squared plus x times 3 is equal to 3x. Okay? Kasi kapag minultiply natin siya dito, magiging x yan siya, and then magiging x plus 3. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin is i-combine lang natin ang magkaparehong term. Okay, so titingnan nyo na si x squared is nandito sa right side at hindi tayo pwedeng maging negative kay x squared. So ang gagawin natin, pagpalitin lang natin sila ng pwesto. So itong term na nandito, ilipat natin sa kabila at itong term na nandito, ilipat natin sa kabila. Kapag ganun yung ginawa natin, walang magbabago na sign. Okay? Again, ang term na nandito, ilipat natin sa kabila at ang term na nandito, ilipat sa kabila. So, nag-exchange sila, walang magbabago na sign. Pero kung isang term lang ang ililipat mo, of course, magbabago ang kanyang sign. Okay? So, baliktarin lang natin ang placement. So, magiging x squared plus 3x, ito nilipat natin, is equal to, ito ilipat natin sa right side. 4x plus 12 minus 5x. Okay, so ngayon is i-combine like terms na natin. So, x squared plus 3x, ilipat natin si 4x sa kabilang side. So, magiging negative siya. So, dahil nilipat natin siya, naging negative. And then, si 5x, negative 5x is magiging positive 5x. Si positive 12 is magiging negative 12. Is equal to 0. I-combine lang natin ang magkapareho ng mga terms. So, x squared. So, positive, negative, positive. So, positive 3x plus positive 5x is equal to 8x. Minus 4x is equal to positive 4x. Minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so meron na tayong quadratic equation into standard form. That is x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so itong quadratic equation natin, ilipat lang natin sa kabila. That is x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0 para atin siyang i-factor. Para makuha natin ang solutions or ang value ni x. Okay? So, i-factor natin si x squared plus 4x minus 12. para makuha natin ang value ni x or makuha natin ang ating solutions. Again, ang quadratic term at ang constant term ang ating i-factor. So, x times x, or ang factor ni x squared is x times x. And then, ang factor ni 12 is 6 times 2. Kasi, si 6 at si 2, kapag i-subtract mo sila, ang result is 4. So, ang ilalagay natin na sign dito is positive and negative. Tapos si 6 dito at si 2 dito. Kasi 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay? Napaka-importante na makuha nyo rin ang gitna. Makuha nyo ang numerical coefficient sa inyong linear equation. Ito na yung factor ng ating quadratic equation. So, x plus 6 and then x minus 2. Okay? So, 6 and 2 ang ginamit natin kasi kailangan makuha ang linear term na 4. Kasi 6 minus 2 is 4. And then 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. Okay? So, i-equate lang natin siya into 0. X plus 6 is equal to 0 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So, x, ilipat natin si 6 sa kabila, magiging negative 6. And then x, ilipat sa negative 2 sa kabila, magiging positive 2. Okay? So, meron na tayong value ni x. Meron na tayong solution. X is equal to negative 6 and x is equal to positive 2. Ngayon is i-check natin siya gamit ang ating original equation na 4 over x minus 5 over x plus 3 is equal to positive 1. Okay, so if x is equal to negative 6, so 4 over the value of x na negative 6 minus 5 over x negative 6 plus 3 is equal to 1. So, 4 and negative 6, pwede natin siyang i-reduce into lowest term sa pamamagitan ng pag-divide sa kanila pareho ng 2. So, 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. And then, positive and negative is negative. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? So, si negative 4 over 6 is equal to negative 2 over 3. Minus 5 over negative and positive, subtract. So, si negative ang malaki. So, negative ang ating sign dito. 6 minus 3 is 3. That's equal to 1. Kopyahin natin si negative 2/3. And then negative divided by negative is equal to positive. Positive 5 over 3 is equal to 1. Okay? So, pwede natin silang i-add kasi magkapareho ang denominator. So, that is 3. And then negative 2 plus 5 is equal to positive 3 is equal to 1. So, 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 1. Okay, so tama. If x naman tayo is positive 2, i-check naman natin siya kung ang value ni x is positive 2. So, 4 over x na 2 ang kanyang value minus 5 over x 2 plus 3 is equal to 1. So, 4 over 2 is 2 minus 5. 2 plus 3 is 5 is equal to 1. So, 2, negative 5 divided by 5 is equal to negative 1 is equal to 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 and 1. Okay? So, equal both sides. So, ibig sabihin, tama ang ating solutions na x is equal to negative 6 or x is equal to positive 2. O, diba? Ganyan lang kadali, guys, ang mag-transform ng rational algebraic equations into quadratic equations. Tapos, madali lang din makuha ang iyong roots or ang iyong solutions kapag na-transform mo na siya into quadratic equation. Marami tayong paraan sa pagkuha ng roots pero ang ginamit natin dito is by factoring. Okay, so pwede nyo rin gamitin yung quadratic formula. Pwede rin completing the square or pwede rin extracting the square root. So ang ginawa natin dito is by factoring. That's all for today's video, guys. Sana may natutunan kayo sa ating lesson for today. See you on our next lesson. Bye!